Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga Bootcamp. Today, make sure you have your yoga mat. I have some blocks here just in case I need them and just some weights. Come on down to a comfortable seated pose. We're gonna cross the right shin in front of the left. I mean, it may feel a little awkward, I know, but we'll do both sides. Just allow your ankles to come in line with your knees. So really get the legs in, find your sits bones. Bring your hands onto your thighs, gently pressing down on the thighs. Massage your knees, your shins, your thighs. Just press down. Start to feel grounded to the mat. Close your eyes, roll your head and neck. The arms drape over the legs. Maybe the palms are up or the palms are down. And sit up nice and tall. So no rounding in the lower back, sitting up nice and tall, without arching, just nice and tall. Take a deep full breath in, lengthen a little bit more through the spine and the crown of the head. And as you exhale, softening the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing in and out through the nose. Just notice the cool air as it comes in through the nose, fills up your chest, fills up the lungs, expands. The body warms the air, and then you release it. Another deep full breath in. Another deep full breath out. Softening where you can, releasing the jaw. Breathing in and out through the nose. Then if your palms are turned up, turn them onto the kneecaps, so turn them down. And start to circle your body to the right. And use your hands, sort of hold on to the knees. Maybe come forward to the side and round at the back. And then once you come towards center, then fold your way in. Walk the arms forward any amount. Let your sits bones ground. Let the arms reach long. Maybe the ears are in line with the biceps. Take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. And walk your hands back towards your legs. Take the hands behind you this time and press your fingertips into the mat. Draw the shoulder blades towards one another and lift your chest. Maybe open the throat with the shoulders away from the ears. And then softly come back to a neutral spine. Keep the right hand where it is, left hand to the right thigh for a twist. Look over your right shoulder, dip your chin into the chest just slightly, using the left hand on the right knee to guide you into your twist a little bit more. And then holding your twist, take your right arm over the ear, find a side bend, nice and long. Reach the right arm long, palm turned down, sits bones grounding. Lean into it. As you come to center, cross the arms, cat and cow. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, press and round. Come back to a neutral spine. We're going to unwind the arms, take the hands behind you, unwind the legs, and cross the other way. So again, finding your sits bones. My left shin is in front, ankles and knees are in line, hands on the kneecaps, and roll your body in a circle in the opposite direction you were doing before. So just big circles, maybe about 3 circles. And once you come back to center, pause for a moment. And then as you exhale, fold your way in, reach the arms long, drawing the sits bones towards the mat. Settle in the hips, breathing into the hips, relaxing where you can. Maybe you're noticing if this is your awkward side, just how it feels to cross the legs this way. And then gently walk the hands back and lift your chest. Take the hands behind you, press into the fingerprints, lifting your chest forward, draw the elbows in towards the midline, heart comes forward and through. Slowly start to find a neutral spine. Left hand stays, right hand to the left knee. Lift and lengthen as you inhale, exhale, twist, look over the left shoulder. Spine is long, shoulders away from the ears. Chin is just slightly tucked towards the chest. And keep the right hand where it is. Keep pulling your twist. and take the left arm over the ear and then lean into it. So side bend in your twist. Keep rounding your left sits bone, reaching the left arm strong and long. So not bent, but straight. And then as you come to center, crossing the arms one over the other, cat and cow. Gently unwinding the arms. Just take your legs out in front. Find stack pose. Legs extended, point the toes, flex the feet. Point the toes and flex the feet. Maybe you pulse the legs out by lifting and lowering the knees and just bending and straightening the legs. Take a breath in. As you exhale, we'll walk the fingers forward. Keep the toes towards the sky, just a gentle forward fold. Breathing into the backs of the legs, your knees can be bent. Take an inhale, lengthen. Take an exhale to gently fold. And we're just folding gently, so maybe 40%, 50%. And then come on up, cross your legs, roll over the shins, come to all fours. Stepping back just with the right leg, rock forward and back. Releasing the right leg, step back with your left leg, just a little rock forward and back, forward and back. And then when you're ready, come to a full plank, stepping wide, long. Press away from the earth, widen your back body. Think more cat pose here as the tailbone tips down to engage the core. Take a breath in. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, shake your head yes and no, releasing wherever you can first. And then come up on the balls of the feet, bend your knees deeply, tip your tailbone to the sky. Melt your chest towards the thighs. Straighten the legs, lower the heels. Lift your armpits and your arms. Melt your chest towards the back of the mat. Grip the mat with your fingers. Hug your triceps in by letting your inner elbows spin forward. And with a breath in, we'll roll the body in towards plank. Let the head be the last thing to come forward. As you exhale, tuck the chin, widen the back body, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. One more time, roll the head, last thing forward, roll the body forward, and then tuck your chin, round and come back to a downward facing dog. Take a deep, full breath here and sigh it out. Start to make your way towards the front of the mat. Heel toe the feet towards the hands. Maybe the hands walk back towards the feet. And then when you get there, let the hands come to the shins or the thighs. And then lift and find length. Let the spine grow longer. As you exhale, let the hands slide down the legs and fold. With an inhale, slide the hands up the legs to the shins or the thighs, anywhere but the knee. As you exhale, slide the hands down the legs like a gentle massage. Maybe even grab on with the hands. One more time. Inhale, lengthen, sliding the hands up. As you exhale, maybe feeling the legs and sliding the hands down to the ankles and folding in. Open your legs as wide as your mat. Grab opposite elbows and gently bend the knees. You can sway side to side. Let your head go. And as you grab opposite elbows, maybe you can feel the hands pull the body towards the ground. Let your legs be strong. And then release the fingers to the mat. Grab opposite elbows, then the awkward way. Again, pulling a little bit more with the arms so that the forearms come towards the ground, shifting the weight to the balls of the feet. Releasing the hands to the mat, heel toe your feet in towards one another. Rooting down through the feet, bend the knees, hands to the hips, root down, rise up, take the arms up, inhale, lift and reach. Palms touch overhead, bend your elbows, thumbs behind the head, and hands to heart center. As you inhale, take your arms up, prayer overhead. As you exhale, hands to heart center and fold to the mat. Inhale, hands to the shins or the thighs, find your length. As you exhale, slide the hands down the legs and then bring the palms to the mat. Stepping back into plank pose. Finding your plank, take a breath in your plank. As you exhale, lower down your knees, bring your chest inch into the mat, slide forward and through onto your stomach. Lift your right leg and walk it long. Lift your left leg, walk it long. Maybe your big toes touch, maybe not. Press into the tops of the feet, lifting the kneecaps, engage your legs. Heavy the hips, and then walk the hands a little bit down below to the lower rib cage. Grip the mat with your hands. Pull your heart through, reach the legs long behind you, and then inhale, lift the chest. Draw the shoulder blades down the back body. Pull your heart through, engage your tricep muscles. As you exhale, forehead to the ground, pressing back into a child's pose. Let your wrists roll out. Palms turning up and down, rolling the wrists, maybe rocking from side to side. Take another breath here. As you exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Walk your way towards the front of the mat when you're ready. Rising up as you inhale, hands to the shins or the thighs, and then slide the hands down the legs as you fold, maybe touch the feet. Rooting down through the feet, sweep your arms out and up, reach up to the sky, palms overhead, touch, bend the elbows, lifting the elbows to the sky, heart comes up. Exhale, hands to heart center, and dive your way back down. Inhale, find your breath. As you exhale, bend the knees, plant your palms, stepping to plank pose. Finding your plank pose, and then shifting onto the balls of the feet or the tippy toes, bending your elbows, coming all the way down in a one tight, long plank. Releasing the toes, coming into cobra, pull your heart through, shoulders from the ears, kneecaps are lifted. As you exhale, forehead to the ground, come right into downward facing dog. Take a breath. Let your breath go. Start to make your way again towards the front of the mat, either floating the feet or walking the feet forward. When you get there, let your feet come out towards your pinky fingers. Turn the toes out, lower down into malasana or squat. Elbows into the inner thighs, press the knees open. Sitting here just for a breath or two, inhale. Exhale, one more, inhale. And exhale. Let's take the arms overhead. Root down through the feet. Rise up, lift up. Bring your hands to heart center. Turn your toes parallel. And then turn the toes back out again and lower down into malasana. We'll do that one more time. Reach the arms up overhead. Root down through the feet. Rise up. Hands to the heart. Turn your toes into parallel. Turn your toes, pivoting on the heel, out and lower down. When you're ready, hands come to the mat, fold in, heel toe your feet to touch. Root down on the feet, rise up, reach your arms, inhale. And as you exhale, hands to the heart, mountain pose. Start to bend the knees, sweep the arms up, come into chair pose. Now here, your arms can be overhead with the pinky fingers spinning inward, or if you're having a little bit more shoulder engagement issues, then you can leave the arms straight out in front. Take a couple of breaths here in your chair pose. Breathing in and out, feeling the weight in the heels. Let your hands come to heart center and start pulsing, just gently lifting up and down. 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Hold your chair pose. Start to sweep the arms back behind you like wings. Turn the palms up. Spread the fingers wide, reaching the arms behind you. Let the neck grow long. Start to pulse the palms up towards the sky. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the arms where they are. Bend the elbows. Let the hands come towards the shoulders. And then press the arms straight back, palms to the sky. Bend your elbows and press it back. 3 more. Bend your elbows, press it back. 1 more. Bend your elbows and press it back. Now here, start to stand tall and bring the hands in front of you. Make 2 fists and let your thumbs touch. As you inhale, take the arms behind you, bend the knees. Straighten the legs, arms come back out in front. Bend the knees, sweep the arms behind you. Straighten the legs, arms out in front, thumbs touch. Behind you. Stand tall. Take it behind you. Stand tall. Reach the arms up, inhale, lift. Exhale, dive. As you inhale, find your breath. As you exhale, bend the knees, plant your palms, step to plank. Your vinyasa here may be a chaturanga, either to the mat or lifting upward dog, could be cobra still. If you're in upward dog, hips and thighs are off of the mat. As you exhale, pulling up and through downward facing dog. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale. As you inhale, right leg comes high. As you exhale, bring the right foot to the right thumb. Pivot and plant your left foot, finding warrior one, rooting down on the feet, rise up, hands to the hips. Straightening the right leg, draw the right hip back, left hip forward. Bending back into the right knee. Maybe here, just lifting the left arm up overhead at first. Use the right hand to keep guiding your right hip back, pressing strongly through the left leg and the outer foot. When you're ready, bring the right arm to meet the left. Standing tall with the arms grounding down with the legs. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hands to the mat. Right through your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. As you inhale, the left leg comes high. As you exhale, left foot to the left thumb. Pivot and plant your right foot. Start to root down, rise up, hands to the hips. Straighten the left leg, guide your left hip back, right hip forward. Bending back into the left knee, pausing, keeping the left hand on the left hip. Right arm this time peels up to the sky, reach up, maybe go back a little. Continue to guide your left hip back, strong right leg. If you're ready, left arm to meet the right, reach up, inhale. As you exhale, hands to the mat, taking your vinyasa or skipping it. Downward facing dog. As you inhale, come up high on the balls of the feet. Bending into the knees, look forward. As you exhale, walk or float the feet to the front of the mat. When you arrive, hands to the shins or the thighs lengthen. As you exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms, come into chair pose. Bring your hands into prayer overhead, standing tall, gentle back bend. As you exhale, mountain pose. Take a breath and let it go. With an inhale, the arms reach up. With the exhale, you dive to the mat. With your next inhale, find your length, hands to the shins. As you exhale, bend the knees, plant your palms, step or float back. Take your vinyasa or skip it. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in, full breath out. Right leg comes high, inhale. As you exhale, right foot through to the right thumb. Pivot and plant, prepare for warrior one. This time, root all the way up, root down, rise up. Find your warrior one. Now I'm going to shift here into crescent lunge. So lift your back heel up. Find crescent lunge, high on the back of the left heel. Take your breath. As you exhale, let the hands float down either to blocks or to the floor, maybe fingerprints to the mat. Stepping into the right foot, draw the left knee in to meet the right. Take your right hand and tap the inner left foot. Then step the left foot back and replace the right hand to the mat. 2 more times. Step into the right foot, left knee draws in, right hand taps behind, step it back. 1 more time. Step into the right foot, left knee draws in, right hand taps, and step it back. Now we're going to step fully into warrior 3. Lift and find your length, maybe fingertips to the mat or blocks. Turning the left toe down, even out the hips. And then step all the way back and open warrior 2. Settle in your 2, lowering down with the legs. reaching and lengthening in your spine. Breath in and out. Straighten the right leg, parallel the feet, reach your arms. Toes slightly in, heels pressing out, folding in for Prasarita. Lengthen the spine and fold. Just gently bend your left knee, bend the right knee, move a little from side to side. Fold your way in, straightening the legs and shifting to the balls of the feet. Then rooting down through the feet, hands to the hips, lift the chest, rise up, star pose. Let the arms come out to the sides like a star. Then let the right hand come to the left thigh, left arm over the ear for a side bend. Right hand to the right thigh, left arm over. Then come back to center, left hand, left thigh, right arm up and over. Good, back to the front for warrior two. And make your way down to plank pose. Pause here in plank. Let your hands come a little closer, let your feet be a little wider. See if you can shift the weight to the left side of the body and reach your right arm forward. Even out your hips and find a strong 3-limb plank. Let your right hand release to the mat and just come to downward facing dog and adjust your hands and feet. With your next inhale, left leg high. With your exhale, left foot to the left thumb. Warrior one, root down, rise up, lift the chest, reach the arms. Crescent lunge, lift your back heel. Breath in. As you exhale, hands to the mat, maybe fingertips or blocks. Step into the left foot this time, right knee meets the left. Left hand catches the foot or taps the foot behind, and then step back to lunge. Step into the left foot, right knee draws in, left hand taps right foot, and step back. One more, step in, bring the knees to meet. Left hand touches the right foot, step all the way back. Now, as you inhale, find your length. As you exhale, step into warrior three or supported warrior three. Inhale. As you exhale, all the way back, warrior two, cartwheel the arms. Shift your feet. Right toes slightly turned in, right heel pressing out. Left knee in line with the toe, keep pressing the left knee open. Squeeze the muscles in towards the bones. As you inhale, straighten the left leg, reach the arms, parallel your feet, find your star pose. As you exhale, fold your way in. Toes slightly in, heels pressing out, fold in. Breathing. And then maybe lifting the chest and bending the knees, moving from side to side. Straightening the legs then and folding in. Pressing in through the outer parts of your feet to lift your arches. And then hands to the hips, root down on the feet, rise up, reach the arms, star pose. Right hand to the right thigh, left arm over the ear, side bend to the right. Come back to center, left hand to the thigh, right arm over, side bend. Come back into center, warrior two, turning to face the front of your mat. Cartwheeling down. As you exhale, come into plank. Letting the hands come a little closer, feet a little wider. Press into the hands, shift the weight to the right side of the body. Maybe the left arm can float up. Maybe it just hovers off of the mat. Keep your hips even. Let your left hand find the mat, take it into downward facing dog, and then drop to the knees. Child's pose, and then sitting on the heels when you're ready. So for our boot camp today, we're going to first do this chair pose sequence that we did before where we're doing some pulses. So we're going to be working in increments of 20 seconds, but we're taking no break. So it's going to be 20 seconds of chair pulses, which could be hands to heart chair pulses, right into 20 seconds of tricep press backs, which you can use light weights. Then 20 seconds right into tricep kickbacks. And 20 seconds right into Taking the fists into the hands. This one I keep screwing up myself. I think it's supposed to be hands behind, lift the chest, fists forward and bend. So I think I did it the other way before, but we're gonna reach the arms around to stand and forward to squat. So I think I did it the other way before. Once we finish that, you'll get a 20-second break. We're gonna do 2 rounds of that. So let's get started. We have 5 seconds and we're coming into chair pose. So if you wanna grab some light weights, you can. 3 seconds, you'll start with the weights at the chest and pulse. Squeeze the legs together, tailbone tips down, and just gently pulse. Knees behind the toes, weight is in the heels. You have 8 more seconds. We're not taking a break yet. We'll come into those tricep pulse backs. 2 seconds. Pause, hold your chair, take the arms behind you, and pulse the palms to the sky. Keep your spine and neck long. Reach the arms behind you long so the neck is long. And just pulse your palms to the sky. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Palms turn in, kickbacks. Draw the arms, bend them in, and then press them behind you. Squeeze your tricep muscles. If you don't have weights, make fists maybe with your hands and engage the triceps. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand tall. We're going to bring the weights behind us. Bend the knees, sweep the arms in front. Stand tall, take the weight behind you. Making 2 fists, maybe your thumbs touch in front, thumbs touch in back. Bend the knees, arms are forward. Straighten the legs, arms sweep back. 20-second break, and we'll start again. So weights or no weights, it's fine as long as you're engaging your tricep muscles, squeezing and straightening the arms. We have 8 seconds. Weight starts at the chest. Bend your knees, come into your chair pose. 2 seconds, pulses are first. Just pulse it out. Weight is in the heels, toes are light, spine is long, tailbone tips down. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, don't shrug. We have 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold chair, arms behind you, pulse the palms to the sky. Neck is long, just pulse the palms up. Keep on pulsing. Arms are strong and long. 8 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn the palms in and kick the arms back. Palms are towards one another. Straightening and bending the elbows. Engage your triceps. 10 more seconds. Hold your squat, hold your chair. We have our sweeps next. 2, 1, stand tall. Take the weight behind you. Keep the weight off of your hips. And then bend the knees, sweep the arms forward. Stand tall, sweep behind. Bend. Fists meet out in front, thumbs touch. Stand, sweep. Sweep in front, thumbs touch. Whew. All right, good job. Put those weights down. We have 2 more circuits to go through. 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of break. So our first exercise in this group will be when we did this in class, where we're stepping in and tapping and tap and tap. So they're just repeaters. We'll do the other side, step in and tap. So sorry you took the band class yesterday because your legs are going to be tired. All right, after that, we're going to do what we did in class 2, but we're going to not go as low in our malasana squat. So you're going to toes out squat, toes in, toes out, toes in, toes out, toes in. Knees follow toes. Okay, so they're sort of like small squat poses. And then the last one is plank and reach. All right, let's start first. Find your lunge. Fingertips to blocks or the floor. Here we go. Step in and reach back for the back heel. Now moving a little faster, stepping into the front leg. But my left leg, my back leg, is actually just there for support. It's my right leg that's doing all the work. I'm not pushing off my back leg. I'm stepping into my front leg. Sweeping the hand back, touch the foot. 2 seconds. All right, switch your feet. Blocks could be good here if you wanted a little bit more height. All right, we're stepping into the left foot and sweeping the left hand behind to tap the right inner heel. Moving quicker. My left leg is doing all the work. My right leg is just drawing in. It's only really a kickstand. I'm not pushing off my right foot as much as I am stepping into my left. All right, come to stand. We're gonna do toes out, whoop, toes out, toes in. Maybe stand if you want a little bit more of a squat. Squat down, out, in, up, out, in, up. You can also just stay here doing open and close. It's a little bit more strenuous. If you want to do a little rest, then come to stand. So either or, you can keep moving, a lot of inner and outer thigh working, pivoting on the heel to open and close the toe. Okay, plank reach is next. Come down to your mat, 5 seconds. Hands a little closer, feet a little wider. You can also do this on your knees, as long as your hips are forward. Up high on the toes, feet are a little wider. Try not to move your hips very much. So maybe imagine you have a yoga block on your hips and you're trying to keep it balanced. 3 seconds. All right, come on in, come to stand. Right foot forward, left foot back. Fingertips to blocks or the mat, get ready to lunge. Let's go, tap the back heel, step into the front foot, keeping the spine long. Fast movements here. Draw the knee in, press it back. For me, right leg is getting all the work. Left leg is just the moving leg, helping me engage my core. All right, switch your legs. For me, left leg is forward. I'm going to use my left leg, stepping into the left leg. 2 seconds. Step in. Left hand this time taps the right inner foot. Bring the knee in, maybe the knees meet, and you reach your left hand behind and tap. Tap. Keep hugging your left hip in. 7 seconds. Tap. Left leg is doing all the work. Take your break. Come to stand. We're going to do our squats, toes out, toes in. Stand if you want. Stay low if you want. 2 seconds. Come down. Get ready. Pivot on the heels. Open, close. Open, close. You can also stand. Gives you a little bit of break. Sweep the arms. You know, you can engage your triceps if you're doing it like this. If you're keeping it, stay low. Open, close. Pivot on the heel. Try to bring your knees to neutral. No buckling in. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Plank never felt so good, right? Get off the legs. Come into plank. Your plank could be modified. Feet are wide, hands closer. Reach and release. Not moving super fast here. Reaching the arm forward. If forward is not working for you, shoulder tap is okay also. Sometimes our arms get a little stiff. You know, maybe we don't like to lift the arm over the head. And if that's your case, just tap your shoulder or drop the knees. All right. Whew. We have one more round. Let's get back into our lunge. 2 seconds. Step in and tap. Repeaters, going fast. Stepping back gently. Maybe that back leg feels light. Should not be drawing back. You're nice and light. Tap the inner foot with the opposite hand. My right leg is forward. My right hand is touching my inner left foot. And my right leg is doing all the work. All right, switch. Left leg forward, right leg back. Find your lunge, hug the left hip in, keep your left hip in. Let's go. Bring the knee in and tap, tap, tap. Halfway. Ten more seconds. Keep on breathing, 2 seconds. All right, come on up. Out in feet with your squats. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squat, either hold the squat and turn the knees and toes out and in, right? Coming to neutral, turning them wide. You can also take a second and stand tall, sweep the arms, bend back into it. You can also just hold more of a goddess squat if that feels better for you, or keep pivoting. Whew, plank reach. Let's get started. Hands on the mat, slightly closer, feet a little wider. 2 seconds, reach. Hips are in neutral. Your knees can be on the ground if you want. Reach. 12 more seconds. Reaching, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hop the feet in, shaking out the wrists and the legs, and getting ready for our next and final circuit. So we're gonna take a straddle pose. You're gonna bend your left knee, bend the right knee, bend your left knee. So 1, 2, 3, push off. Knee to opposite elbow, step back. 1, 2, make sure you come to the other side. All right, shifting 3 times. Diamond push-ups are next. So these are for your triceps. Your hands, instead of being in normal position, are gonna be a little bit more turned inward. All right, so fingers turn inward. They don't have to touch. Your knees are gonna be on the ground. Hips are forward. You're aiming to bring your chest to the diamond, and your elbows are coming out at about 45 degrees. The last exercise, you'll use the weights. We're gonna do a single, single, and fly. 4 seconds. Let's get started. Take your feet wide. 1, 2, 3, push off, tap. Knee to opposite elbow. Make sure you're switching sides. You can also just stay here shifting from side to side, but make sure you're alternating sides. Take 3 or 4, whatever it takes to get to the other side, and then tap the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. Trying to bring the knee a little higher as opposed to the elbow lower. Come on down. Diamond shape with the hands, so fingers slightly in. I'm on my knees. Chest comes right to the diamond, elbows out to the side, and press away. Thighs should touch the mat if you are in your modified push-up or modified plank. 10 more seconds. Push. Pull your way back down. Squeeze the tricep muscles. All right, come on up. Grab your weights if you have them. Find a chair pose, hinge at the hips, single, single, and then fly. Here we go. Single, single, fly your arms. Single, single, take it wide. Keep breathing, 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Pull it up, take it wide. 2 seconds. All right, let's come back to our lateral lunges. I think we're only gonna be able to get 2 rounds in of this. So let's finish this one strong. Side, 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 and tap. Make sure you're alternating sides. So maybe you get 4. Pushing off, finding balance, and then twisting. Two seconds. All right, diamond. Turn the fingers slightly in. Let the legs walk back a little bit. Chest towards the diamond of the hands. Push it up, pull it in. Chest towards the mat. Press, lift, and squeeze the triceps. Straighten the arms, squeeze. Don't dip your chin. The chest comes to the mat. Press away. Pull it in. One more second. Woo, quick child's pose and come into your chair. Rowing, single, single, and then fly. 2 seconds. Row, row, and fly. You can have a little bend in the elbows. Hinge at the hips. Your chin is slightly tucked. Fly the arms. Eight more seconds. Pull it up. 3 more seconds. And take your break. All right, come into a mountain pose at the front of your mat. Find your feet again. Close your eyes. Settle your breathing. With your inhale, take your arms up and reach. Pulling up on your left wrist, side bend to the right. Come back into center, pull up on your right wrist, side bend to the left. Come back into center and let your arms come out in front. Turn your right palm forward, turn the fingers down. Stretch out your right wrist. From here, releasing the hand, take the right arm across the body and the left arm as a tape. Sweeping the right arm up, bend your right elbow, tricep stretch. Releasing the right arm, coming into chair pose, hands at heart center, figure 4, right ankle to left thigh. Sitting into your legs, maybe placing the elbows on the foot and the right thigh. Crossing your right ankle over the left, folding in, bend your right knee, fold in. Step into your left foot, right foot, left leg lifts. Let your left leg come all the way back. Lower the left knee to the mat. Untuck the toes, rise up, reach up. Anjaneyasana. Arms out to the sides, turn the thumbs down, clasp your hands behind you. Draw the knuckles down, lift the chest, open the heart. Press the palms in towards one another. Maybe the knuckles touch the back of the left leg. Releasing your hands. Curl your back toe and walk your left knee back a little bit. Straighten your right leg, fold over the right leg. Turning your torso just a little to the right, draw the right hip back. Step into the right foot, let the left foot meet the right, fold in. Root down, rise up, reach the arms. Pull up on the right wrist, side bend left. Pull up on the left wrist, side bend right. Come back to center, let the arms come out in front. Flip your left palm towards the front. We're going to draw the left fingers back. Stretch your left forearm and wrist. Take the left arm across the body. Shoulder stretch. Left arm comes up, tricep stretch. Releasing the arms to heart center, chair pose. Left ankle to right thigh, sitting back, finding your figure 4, maybe placing the arms on the shin of the left leg, trying to press the left knee open. Hug the right hip in. Cross your left ankle over the right, fold in. Big toes touch the mat, left knee bends. Looking up and finding length, stepping into the left foot, right leg long. And then the right leg comes all the way back, lower the right knee to the mat. Untuck the toes, lift the chest, Anjaneyasana. Hands come down the sides of the body, clasping the awkward way. Draw the knuckles down, open the heart, making the knuckles touch the back of the right thigh. Separating the hands, releasing, curling your back toe, walk the knee back, straightening your left leg. Maybe blocks would be good here. Turning the torso to the left, folding, drawing the left hip back, breathing into the back of the left thigh. Gently stepping into your left foot. We're going to lift your back knee, step your feet forward to meet, fold in. And then gently make your way to sit. Let your hips lower to the mat. Take your legs out in front, find your sits bones, arms reach, inhale. Exhale, folding in. Lifting and lengthening and folding. Gently making your way towards the back, towards lying flat on your back. Let the knees come in towards your chest. Taking a twist, arms to a T, or arms can be in cactus arms. Breath in. As you exhale, knees to the right, gaze to the left. Maybe your right hand helps guide your body into the twist a little deeper. Right hand on the left thigh pulls you a little more into the twist. Left shoulder to the mat. Come back through center to the other side. Same thing, maybe left hand pulls the right leg into the twist a little more. Right shoulder to the mat. Gently come back into center. Happy baby when you're ready. Soles of the feet to the sky. And then bring the knees to the chest. The feet land on the floor, taking your legs long and coming to Shavasana pose. Taking the arms out to the sides, feet as wide as the mat. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Just soften here, just for a few moments. Now stay here as long as you need, but if you need to start moving, then wiggle your fingers and toes and rock your head from side to side. But stay here as long as you can, if you can. Bring your arms overhead and reach. And then bend the knees, slide the feet up the mat. Bring the knees to your chest, hug them in. When you're ready, rolling to one side. And then take a breath, and as you exhale, you'll press yourself up to a comfortable seated pose, just as we started class. Hands to the thighs, gently pressing down. Slide the hands to your kneecaps. As you inhale, lift your heart. As you exhale, bend your elbows, hands to heart center. Take a deep, full breath in, full breath out. Thumbs to the third eye. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining today. See you next time.